Good morning, folks. Thanks so much for checking us out here on MyHighPlains.com. Meteorologist Nick Lilliga here, taking a look at Pinpoint 3D Titan Radar, brought to you by Kelly Roofing. Now, we've turned off the clouds, we've turned off the rain, and what we're looking at is a stationary boundary which will be draped across the high plains come later this afternoon, and a dry line set up back off to our west here in town. You folks in Tucumcari and Clovis, you can probably stop paying attention right now because you'll be on the wrong side of the dry line. The rest of us really have to worry about an opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms come later this afternoon, and really pretty much everyone is fair game for today, save some of our southwestern counties. I don't believe the dry line will push far enough off to the east to pick you guys up for today. Now, as we head into tomorrow, things will be a little bit different, but for today, I think for the most part, you folks are probably A-OK. For the rest of us, and more specifically in some of our southeastern counties, really have a threat for some severe weather. That does include the city of Amarillo as you make your way out toward Groom, and then down 287, Clarendon, Memphis, Esteline, as you make your way into Childress, and then back off toward the west, you folks in Lakeview, Silverton, back toward Tulia, even Plainview, Palo Duro Canyon. If you have plans to head out there today, maybe you want to go out for a bike ride, I would highly recommend putting it off for the next, at least a couple of days. For today, a slim to low to medium threat for some severe weather. And again, really, everyone is fair game except for us. Back off to the south and west, Tucumcari, Clovis, maybe back toward Bovina, but everybody else in the same boat with an opportunity for severe weather. The medium threat does include us here in town, and as you take a look at the old legend here, I know 2 to 10% doesn't sound like it's very high, but do keep in mind that means you're 2 to 10 times more likely to see a severe storm today than any other day. And the medium, of course, that's a 25% chance. You can go ahead and do the math for that one on your own. I mean, that's a pretty good shot at seeing a severe storm. And what this really indicates is if a storm is to fire or move through one of these areas, the atmospheric conditions are quite favorable for it to turn severe. And the atmospheric conditions are also favorable for tornadic development as well, a slim to low to medium threat for tornado development. Now, the key's a little different, a 2 to 5 to 10% chance, but keep in mind, same rules apply here. You are twice as likely, 5 times as likely, or 10 times as likely to see a tornado today on any other day. And this does include places, like Claude, Clarendon, as you make your way back down toward Childress, as you push your way back off toward the west, towards Silverton and Lakeview as well. So, for you folks there, please keep an eye to the sky, have your NOAA weather radio handy, or at least have an app on your cell phone to get watches and warnings and alerts. And if you know somebody that's living in this area, say you're living in town and mom lives down in Esteline, just go ahead and give her a call today and let her know that's what's going to be happening. The main threats for today, yes, okay, so there is that opportunity for an isolated tornado at 10% chance, but the main threats for today, damaging winds in excess of 50 miles an hour. Some of our weather models are indicating upwards of 70 miles an hour for today. Hail sizes in excess of 1 inch, and again, some of our models suggesting much larger than 1 inch. Baseball-sized hail. One of the models suggesting baseball-sized hail for today. I don't think it'll happen, but it is a possibility. And as always, watch out for cloud ground lightning. Now, this goes with any thunderstorm, severe or not. You don't want to get struck by lightning. The #1 killer in the summer is lightning, and it is right around the corner. And again, that opportunity for an isolated tornado, we can't rule that out for today as well. The Future Sky Forecast, this is powered by the RPM computer model run. Let's take you through a couple of stops here. Here we are, 3 o'clock. This is when we really think storms are going to begin to fire. Maybe a storm back off to the northwest of us here in town and down toward Tulia. As we head into the future, here we are at 5 o'clock, right around dinner time or so. And the guy that fired up back off to the northwest glides back down to the southwest. I know this is kind of an interesting way for this to go. Oftentimes we're talking about storms moving from southwest to northeast, not from northeast to southwest, but a couple more storms down off to our south and east are moving the right direction. And then as we head further towards 7 o'clock, a couple of showers and storms up and down 83. So if you are in Shamrock or Childress and you need to go to either one of those places later tonight, maybe make a plan B. That one storm that Future Sky Forecast suggesting back off to our southwest now starts to track off to the east. Here we go into 9 o'clock. All of the rough stuff pushes out of our neck of the woods. Maybe a couple of storms left over down off to our south. You folks in Tulia, Plainview, getting back toward Hereford and Friona, and maybe sneaking back in toward Bovina. And then we clear things out as we head into the overnight hours. A very active day on tap for the high plains, and it's all because of this stationary boundary. In fact, the stationary boundary is the reason that one storm takes off originally down to the southwest before it starts cooking off to the east and northeast. We'll be at 87 degrees here in town later today, 82 in Pampa, 90 in Hereford. It really depends on where this guy sets up. If it sets up further to the north, that severe weather threat will slide a little further to the north. If it sets up down further to the south, again, that severe weather threat will be squashed down off to the south. If the dry line wavers at any point, again, because it's kind of a dynamic setup for it today, we don't have all of the answers, but we have a pretty good picture of what to expect. And taking a look at the week ahead, it doesn't end today. We have another opportunity for showers and thunderstorms, some severe for tomorrow at 85 degrees. Here we are at 87 on your Saturday, and another chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could be severe as we head into your Memorial Day. Still about a 10% chance, temperature hovering right around 90 degrees. And in fact, right now, some of the models suggesting Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we will be right back in the same boat that we are in today and tomorrow. Looking at an opportunity for showers and thunderstorms. Again, some could be severe with an isolated tornado threat as well. I know this is a lot of information, folks, so just make sure you keep an eye to the sky. You got your NOAA weather radio handy, or again, you have an app on your iPhone or your smartphone to keep track of the weather today. You can always check back here at myhighplains.com. John Harris will be here all night long giving you updates on the weather, KAMR NBC4, or you can also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. And again, thank you so much for checking us out here on myhighplains.com.